Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Takara Renee here. So just gonna do a simple get ready with me, actually going on a date night with hubby. So just want to do something really simple. Hope you guys like it. Stay tuned. So here I'm just applying the Too Faced Hangover primer just to prime my face and get it all nice and moisturized because it's doing something weird and it's super dry. So I'm just getting that in, working that all into my skin. It leaves such a great like glowy finish. And then now I'm gonna use the Milani Conceal foundation. Take about 3 pumps of that. It is full coverage, as you can see. I didn't conceal or color correct. And then I'm just gonna take a foundation buffing brush and buff that into my skin. I'm looking for my mirror here, but buff that into my skin. Make sure that it's all blended in. I'm going over my eyebrows, going on my forehead, getting underneath my chin because we definitely don't want a line of demarcation, ladies. So making sure that's just all blended in really well. And I like to start on one side and kind of just work it in. I put the product on my hand to warm it up a little bit. I feel like it kind of just melts into the skin a little bit more and gives me like that dewy, nice, kind of glowy finish. So yeah, I'm just blending that into the face. And just blending, 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 and more blending. So now I'm just kind of like taking some more foundation and doing a second layer. This foundation is definitely buildable. So yeah, I took like a second layer just to kind of cover my problematic areas since I didn't color correct or conceal. But as you can see, with doing the second layer, I was able to, correct everything because this is a foundation and concealer in one. So here I'm taking the NYX hydrating concealer and I'm just using it to get rid of those bags under my eyes. This is like a skin tone, so this is in the color 10. So it's just going to kind of, hide any imperfections. So I'm just putting that on my face. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender, my damp beauty blender, and just blend that out. Make sure that it's seamless. I want to be sure to get rid of those bags. And then I'm going to take my Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer in the color Biscuit. And I'm going to apply that as a highlight to like brighten up my face. This stuff is amazing. It definitely gives you a hydrating look, but still full coverage. So that's the reason that I like to use it. Like I mentioned, my skin is doing something kind of weird and it's all dry and crusty. So I'm using a lot of hydrating products now. So yeah, I'm just, putting this concealer on to give myself a highlight and I'm going to blend that out with a damp beauty blender. So here I'm just using my beauty blender and patting that in underneath my eyes. My beauty blender is damp if I didn't mention it. So just patting that in, making sure to get all of that blended out. And as you can see, that Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer just gives you the brightness that you need. It's very hydrating, and that's in the color Biscuit. So I'm going to take some Laura Mercier setting powder and just apply that to everywhere I use the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer and highlight it. And I'm taking my beauty blender. It's still damp and I'm just pressing it into my skin. I really don't like to bake because my skin is dry. So I just like to press it in and kind of get everywhere that I highlighted matte. But the rest of my face still have a dewy finish. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with the Laura Mercier. Just patting that into the skin using my damp beauty blender, making sure that everything is seamless and it is set so I don't have any creasing. And I'm just taking my Real Techniques face brush and just kind of dusting away all the excess powder so that I don't have any white cast. Here I'm using the NYX Stay Matte Bronzer. I think it's in medium dark. And I'm just taking that along my forehead, the hollows of my cheek, underneath my chin, my jawline, just bringing some life and color and warmth back into my face. And I'm actually going to run that along the sides of my nose to give my nose a light contour. I don't really like harsh lines, so that's why I like to use my bronzer and do it instead of using a contour color because it's going to be super dark. Then I'm actually going to take the Milan bronzer in the color Soleil, and I'm going to use that to warm up my face some more. I love being bronzed. So I'm just taking that again in the hollows of my cheek, along my forehead, jawline, and under my chin. Then I'm going to take the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in medium to dark. Take that dark shade and contour, a little too much contour right there, and put that in the hollows of my cheek, along my forehead. Um, blend that on out. And then I'm going to take it again on the other side of my face, in the hollows of my cheek, and then my forehead, my jawline, and my chin. I want to give myself like a nice contour, but nothing too harsh. Like I mentioned, it's a light little beat. I was just going out to dinner, so didn't want to do the most. And then I'm going to take my contour color, the light contour color. Sometimes what I like to do is just put that in my crease just to kind of give my eyes some depth. That way I don't look so bland. And this is if I don't want to do a fussy eyeshadow look or no eyeshadow at all. I just put bronzer in the crease. So I'm using a Wet n Wild blending brush. And I'm just putting the lightest color in that contour palette in my crease. See how it kind of just brings some definition to the face. And then I'm going to take my e.l.f. blusher palette in dark. And I'm going to put that on the hollows of my cheek and blend it upward into my contour just to give myself a little flush. I also like to put it on the tip of my nose. It just kind of adds a nice little cute look. I know everybody's not a fan, but I actually like the way it looks. And then I'm going to take my, that's a highlighting brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to take that highlighting color in the contour palette and just put that on the bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, forehead, chin, and on the sides of my eyebrows. Then I'm going to take the NYX Dewy setting spray and spray my life, spray my face, and make sure that sets in, and it gives me a really nice glowy, dewy look. And I'm just going to let that dry. After I let that setting spray dry, I'm actually going to add some mascara. So that's the Maybelline mascara. I'm not sure what's the name of it, the specifics, but I'll leave it down in the description box. It is amazing if you're not going to wear falsies. As you can see, it really, really gives you that volume that you need. It kind of extends the lashes and it separates them, so it gives you like a really nice look, especially if you have long eyelashes like me. So I just put on a bunch of coats of that, top and bottom, just to awaken my eyes, especially if I don't want to wear falsies. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm actually just putting on like 2 coats on each eyes, on each eye, on the top, and then I'm gonna go in and do the bottom lashes as well. So here I'm just using my beauty blender to go over my face and make sure everything is seamless and it's all melted into the skin. And I'm going to take this Wet n Wild bronzer in the color Precious Petals, and I'm going to use a fan brush and apply that to the highest part of the highest point of my cheeks, the middle of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow. We definitely love to glow. I like to glow, but not too glowy, if that makes sense. But this highlighter is bomb and it's really affordable at your drugstore. It's less than $5. So yeah, I'm just taking that fan brush and kind of hitting all the places where a natural light would shine on my face. And then I'm going to take my Black Radiance Soft Focus Press Powder. That stuff is amazing. It'll get rid of any harsh lines that you have, any demarcation, any lines of demarcation on your face. So I'm just taking a Real Techniques face brush and I'm going to go over my entire face, set it, go over where I contoured and highlighted, and just kind of blend everything in. Then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild setting spray. It's the Photo Finish, and spray that all over my face. It gives you a really nice shine to your face after you use it, kind of like a glowy, dewy look. And then I'm just going to fan myself and make sure it dries. And I was kind of in a rush here, so that's why I was doing that, because hubby was waiting on me. So I needed to put on my lipstick and go. Hey guys, so this is the final look. Just a really simple date night look. No lashes, mascara, bow lip, went ahead and combed my hair. Hope you guys liked it. I'll go ahead and list everything that I used in the description box below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Thank you again for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye.